Gavin Newsom and the press office of Gavin Newsom have been giving it to Donald Trump. So this one's captioned, Dozy Don is back, too much Tylenol. And then Aaron Rupar shares this video clip of him. It says, Trump's mouth starts drooping as he struggles to stay awake during this Antifa roundtable. This dude does not look well.
Forgetting just this year, it's always been from left-wing people, radical left-wing people, and it's not even just Antifa anymore. The shooting that happened in the defensive shooting that happened in the Chicago area, that wasn't someone dressed in black bloc. That was just.
You're not going to be able to convince me that that is a healthy man with all of his faculties. Deep State David shares this picture, this court drawing. It says Don Snorleone. He could not keep his eyes open. Here, just in case you need to take a screenshot of this, it says, Ivanka, sleep tight. Don't let the monster under the bed bite. And then it's really him underneath the bed. It says, Dad, it's literally you. You might need that for something. We got another picture you might need. This one from Brown Eyed Susan. It says, let's get you all buckled in and back to the Gold House. It really is the Gold House. It's no longer the White House. Grace Lynn says, this is elderly abuse. They should let him retire. His brain and body are shutting down. Sundowning in the White House is dangerous. Now, White Cake Media says, this is the kind of high energy we were looking for from the White House. Let's go! Janice says he is not well. Remember when the GOP was screaming elder abuse at Democrats when Biden showed any signs of age? Where is Jake Tapper in this? Has he started writing any articles about this? He should be on it. Is he writing a book on how unhealthy Donald Trump is? He should be. Fozon Capital says, Dozy Don has been drooping since Putin. Could be a Russian thing. I don't know if that's a true picture. We'll just say it is. This one had me cackling. I was literally cracking up at this one. So Gavin Newsom posted this and it just says comforting. Let's look at what this one says. It says, question, have you given any more thought to possibly suspending habeas corpus? Trump is like, suspending who? Question, habeas corpus. Trump, I don't know. I'd rather leave that to Christie. You will not be able to convince me that he knows what habeas corpus is. He probably does think it's a person. He could quite possibly think it's some kind of bill or something, but he does not know what habeas corpus is. He looks confused. He looks dazed, and he is not running this nation, and the people that put him in charge ought to be ashamed of themselves. I am trying to get through this without cracking up, but Spencer Hakimian says he has no idea who Mr. Corpus even is. And Amanda Shadow says that's because Mr. Habeas Corpus isn't a pedophile. And then Indonichis at the bottom says, the CEO of Antifa, of course. It gotta be the CEO of Antifa. This person named Maybe Robert says Elon suspended him during Doge, as if Doge is a time period. I swear I am struggling to get through these comments. Nick says definitely sounds like an immigrant though. Denise says sounds like a brown guy though, so I'm surprised his answer wasn't straight up yes. Agent Non says never liked the guy. Larry at the bottom says, or it could be Miss. He's just not sure. And that is absolutely true. Habeas could be a woman. The One Morning Glory says, Trump, habeas corpus has been investigated and he's next to be deported. Melissa says, oh dear God, he thinks it's a person. Remove him now. Trump is clearly not well. Rancy says, I just watched the clip. It made my head hurt. I hate living here. Good night. The Princess Brad says his voters may just be smarter than him. Wow. Now, Michelle, she read this and she says, I think he has inspired me to also run for president someday. She says, she says, I know more than him. She absolutely does. My children probably know more than this man. This dude is not smart at all. And he's clearly on the decline. Why? How are we in this time frame? How did we get here? I talked a little about war-torn Portland yesterday. So the press office of Gavin Newsom says Portland is war-ravaged. Send in the California National Guard. And here we have Caroline Levitt, and she's talking about war-torn Portland. And you can see Antifa right here, especially this unicorn. You know that this is a dangerous unicorn. I'm not sure how the unicorn and the T-Rex are existing together, but they are making it happen to take down the government because this is Antifa. There's so much chaos going on that you can't really tell, but this is really scary. This is a scary scene. I think this is a pumpkin, and then we see the unicorn again. The press office says, we found the Portland war zone Pete. So here we have the frog again. So y'all remember yesterday, the frog came back, even though the day before, or a couple of days before, they put pepper spray up his butt vent. That's how chaotic it's getting. The frog is back, though. Okay, this one got me too. It says, wow, thank you to the great people of Norway, Sweden, Finland, and whatever other countries agreed that I'm the best. The loser haters said I was too handsome, too smart, too perfect for the Nobel Peace Prize. Wrong. When California wins, the world wins. An honor. GCN. What is he getting? What is the prize that he's getting? The prestigious publication of the Borowitz report says that Gavin Newsom is getting the Peace Prize, which we knew because his hair is amazing. So it says Trump explodes with rage after Gavin Newsom wins Nobel Peace Prize. We knew that this was going to happen. So Aisha asked Grok, please tell me this is genuine, LOL. And Grok answers, and you have to look at the video screen. I'm going to read it just like Grok says, but you got to look at the video screen. Grok says, it's genuine. The post is totally not satirical, mimicking Trump's style. And the image is from the Borowitz report, a humor column. The real 2025 Nobel Peace Prize was awarded to Nihon Hidenkyo, a Japanese anti-nuclear group, not Gavin Newsom. Okay, but still, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I laughed as I read that. Did you laugh? So we have a Norwegian person stepping in to accept the thanks. He says, pleasure. You deserve it. I'm just an ordinary bloke having nothing to do with the Nobel community, of course. Nevertheless, I am Norwegian, and I definitely think you deserve it. At least you deserve it more than the convicted felon you've been fighting heroically for some time now. So there you have it. A Norwegian person is coming in and saying you absolutely deserve this. All right, so I went over to Donald Trump's Lie Social page, and this is what it says. Now, everything is in all caps except pregnant women and president down here. It says pregnant women, don't use Tylenol unless absolutely necessary. Don't give Tylenol to your young child for virtually any reason. Break up the MMR shot into 3 totally separate shots, not mixed. Take chicken pea shot separately. Take hepatitis B shot at 12 years old or older. And importantly, take vaccine in 5 separate medical visits. President DJT. If you take any kind of medical advice from Donald Trump, I need, you know what, actually, if anybody is willing to take medical advice from President Donald DJT, they deserve what's coming. I'm not even going to say anything. All right, y'all, that's all I have for you today. Let me know what you think about all of this. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And I'm pushing towards 100,000 over on YouTube, so please go ahead and subscribe.
But Portland is unbelievable what's going on in Portland. The destruction of the city. Well, I'm going to look at it now because I didn't know that was still going on. This has been going on for years. So we'll be able to stop.